Hello everybody, and welcome back to Confusing Perspective, brought to you by our friends at youtube.com/CaptainSparkles2, where there's so much gameplay content you could probably watch for the next year, all of 2021 straight without sleeping, and you might get through all of it. So check it out, link in the description. Also, while you're down in the description, check out the like button. It's pretty swick and cool. And anyway, let's start off with number 19. We've got, I caught one. Dude, giraffes are really tall, aren't they? Either that or the plane is flying really low. That'd be a cool movie, dude. Instead of like Godzilla, it's a giraffe, and the giraffe is like picking planes out of the sky and stuff like that. And it's the height of all the buildings in San Francisco. And then imagine, oh my goodness, you know how giraffes, have you ever seen a giraffe give birth? Maybe this is TMI, but I've watched Animal Planet and Discovery Channel. They kind of just plop out. Like, imagine being born and you just fall off of a story of a building. That's what happens, except in this case, because it's like Godzilla giraffe baby would like create a crater in the ground the size of a city block. This building in Paris is very confusing. Wait, it is very confusing. What the heck is going on? Why does it look like that? Is it actually just that skinny? Is it so skinny that it's actually propped up via like connectors to the building next to it? I can't figure out if there's some glass that I'm not realizing is a reflection from across the street and like this is connected to this, or if this is just genuinely like really thin. I mean, it probably just goes straight back from here, so it's got some depth to it, but it doesn't seem like enough depth. It's like they just built the front of the building. They're like, that looks cool. We spent all our money here. We don't have any more to make the back of it. So seal it up. We'll make the most of it as it is. And people will probably think it looks nice. At least if we just have them only view it from this angle. It'll be like a magic trick. Blurst camouflage pants bra. I'm so confused. Oh, she's sitting. She's sitting. I thought genuinely that the pants were like the exact same color as the shadow and the wall. That was a trip for a second right there. Oh my goodness. Is that a sports ball field? I feel like you shouldn't be sitting with your legs dangling into the sports ball field, because then someone could like hit you with the ball and you would obstruct the play and you'd feel really bad and all the players would be mad at you. Either that or just invisible legs. I mean, that's also a possibility. It could go either way. Chomp. Good thing that glass is there. That whale actually looks like it's trying to chomp down on the child's head. It isn't very confusing perspective. Like, if that glass weren't there and the child was in the water, that child would be chomped on. So, good thing it's there. I feel like what's happening here, though, is that the beluga whale thinks this is someone's cell phone that got dropped, and it's trying to be helpful and retrieve the cell phone, because, like, that's what beluga whales seem to do, is, like, people drop their cell phone in the water, and then the beluga whale's like, not this again. I swear at this point, they're just dropping their phones on purpose so that I'll retrieve it, and then someone else is filming, so they'll get social media content. But I still have to do my duty, so I'm going to go retrieve this pink and white cell phone and bring it on up. And then the beluga whale would be horrified to find out that it was actually a child. It's like, how am I supposed to know? I just saw a round pink and white ball in the water, okay? I was just trying to be helpful. I wasn't trying to chomp a child. Top-down view of the store. I found it pretty confusing when looking at the image. It just kind of looks like the escalator is very steep. I think that's the only reason why it looks very confusing. Like, if the escalator weren't there, you'd probably figure out what was going on. Well, honestly, I wish that the caption didn't say what it was, because going into it knowing it's just a picture top-down, I see that immediately. But on the other hand, if you just gave this to me with no caption, maybe I would be confused. Maybe I'd be like, why is this laying? Oh, right. That's because this is the floor going up. I get it now. But just imagine how efficient things could be if escalators were actually really steep like this. Yeah, it might be a little bit dangerous. I don't know if you're trying to carry things up it and stuff like that, if you're older, but you could climb so much with so little, and then you'd be faced with a vertical wall at the top and be like, what do I do with this? I don't know what to do here. How is this helping me at all? I can't walk on this vertical wall. I'm not Spider-Man. Tesla would be proud. Oh, it's going to be like one of those three-dimensional things that you turn around and it's like, oh, it's just a bunch of different things in a line that end up making the original image when viewed from a certain place. That's pretty cool. And is it a bunch of things that Tesla created? This isn't really confusing perspective. It's just a cool piece of art. I guess it's like things that maybe direct inventions and things that utilize inventions, and pretty nifty. I just wonder, how would you buy something like this? How do you walk into like an art gallery and go, you know, I want to buy that? They're like, okay, sir, you have an entire room at your house dedicated for this. We have to disassemble this, and then they have to reassemble it at the exact same place in the same way. What do you do after that sort of thing gets taken out of the museum? Where does it go? Do they just disassemble it and it just gets thrown into a room as like piles of old TVs? Like, that's it. That's what I want to know. What do you do after? That sounds sad. Some fantasy character. I feel like I've seen so many images of people-cat hybrid faces. Man, I want to get a cat just so that I can take social media photos of the cat being half of my face. I feel like that's the wrong reason to get a cat. Don't do that, actually, because, you know, there's a lot of commitment, which is a common theme that comes up in my videos. But just imagine all the funny photos that you could take for social media. Maybe my Instagram would go up or something like that. Honestly, though, if I just like let my beard go for a while, I'd get to this point, minus it being like gray. We just have to wait a few years for that, and also the tip of the nose wouldn't quite match. But everything else, I could make this happen myself. Don't even need a cat. A very unique mix of breeds. It really looks matched up. Wait, where's the human at? Oh, are those his legs down there? All right, they just look kind of flat. You guys give me crap about skipping leg day. This man's legs are completely flat. So much so that you can barely even see. They just look like they're just pants laying on the surface of the couch. All right, don't give me crap. I do leg day every third day. How dare you? Stop saying I got chicken legs. This man's legs are flat. They're probably not, actually. It's confusing perspective. But hey, you know how I could have a dog without commitment? By becoming the dog. Then that would be so cool, because like I could still think and think like a human, but also food would be provided for me. I'd get to go on walks. I wouldn't have obligations. There'd be like, all I would have to do is just be dog. That'd be kind of cool. Original post in Meow IRL, but my memes, by you, my memes will cure you. Thank you for the title. Tried to take a picture of my Christmas tree, and my cat decided it's perfect time for a glamour shot. That cat is huge. That cat is sitting on a table, not a rug. I don't know, man. It could be a small Christmas tree. Actually, even if that cat were on the floor, I'd be like, people buy miniature Christmas trees because it's easier and you don't want to transport a gigantic tree. Buy a small fake one, not have the leaves shedding all over the place, making a mess, and then you have to throw the whole thing out after the fact. You can just buy a small one, then you can store it in a closet if you have the room for that, or store it in the garage. And then you're good. And then it could be actual size. That's not all that confusing. There are big cats out there too. Have you ever seen like photos of people holding just absolutely gigantic cats that are like, well, for me, because I'm very small, this would be like normal sized cat. So for me, it'd be like, this would be big cat, but there are photos of people who are normal sized holding a big cat like this. And it's like, cats do get big. All right. There are absolute units of cats out there. Delete if already posted. I was definitely confused at first. I'm not all that confused. I think he's doing a bridge, right? I feel like I'm not very confused. It's a bridge. I've done a bridge. I haven't done a bridge in ages. I've done them in the past, like a long time ago. I don't know if I could still do it. I feel like my flexibility is pretty poor. And you want to see me try to do a bridge right now in the middle of a confusing perspective video? I'm gonna try it. We're gonna do this. All right, here we go. I was never able to kick over in the back doing it, but let's see. Can you do a bridge? Ugh. Yeah, I can still do it. All right. Probably looks terrible though. Whew. Upon reviewing the footage, his form is much better. His arms are like straight. Mine are like not good. I need to work on my shoulder flexibility quite a lot. But anyway, I knew what it was immediately, so that's credit to me. Batman in a thong twerking. in the thumbnail, that's exactly what it looked like. I didn't realize it could look like anything else, but it definitely does look like Batman in a thong with a few freckles on the booty right there. Maybe that's part of the tool belt, got the Batarang going on. I'm very surprised nobody noticed this before they made it. I guess they probably made it, and then after the fact, they're like, yeah, it really does look like a large butt with underwear on it, but it's already made, and here we are. It's fine. Batman twerking on our heads is perfectly okay, as well as whatever it was supposed to be, some kind of animal. Yep. A hole on the hill. Oh, it does kind of look like that. Oh, it's water. I was like, wait a minute, is it actually like a... It's a hole into an alternate universe. This is the sky in the Upside Down. Coming soon. This is a screenshot out of the next Stranger Things season, where the sky actually looks a lot more pleasant in the Upside Down because they like save the Upside Down from it being all gross and terrible and stuff, and then it just becomes kind of like a mirror dimension for Earth. That is very cool though. Just like so much of that plane just like flying out of there. That'd be a cool shot. This got me. I was like, what happened to our legs? Then I realized it's a dang bag of popcorn. Oh my god, it is. Wait, how does the popcorn look exactly like the ground? It's about to be like, you guys give me crap for leg day? Look at her. Okay, look at this small child doesn't even squat. You give me crap? Tell her to go to the squat rack right now. Look at those legs. She needs to eat that popcorn and get those legs up to tip-top squatting shape. It really just looks like teeny tiny legs with absolutely gigantic shoes at the bottom. This is an amazing photo. I love it. How is the popcorn just like the grass? I don't know if I should be worried about the grass or if I should be worried about the popcorn. That was perfect timed. Oh my god. It is perfect. Oh boy. I feel like I remember some ad campaign. I don't know. I'm probably misremembering it because it was ages. It was like early elementary school, but I swear there was like something, a book or an ad campaign where it was like dogs that had wigs on them that were doing like, I don't know, human-like tasks or something like that. That's what this reminds me of, even though I don't fully remember exactly what it is. This is perfect timed though. That's for sure. If only the dog like could have been turned slightly so that the body of the dog was invisible, then it'd be like, this has to be Photoshop. But no, it's like the dog is actually just concealed by the human in front, but the dog is like, his head is turned to the side. That would have been sick. Anyway, the top for the last month, Capybara looks like it's wearing clothes. Looks super unamused. Like, you see this? I tried to get all dressed up. I was gonna impress a mate, and then I just got pushed into the water, and now my clothes are all soaking wet. I'm just gonna stand here, soaking in my own pain and misery. Now she's never gonna like me. She's never gonna be my mate. I'm just gonna stand here forever thinking about the life choices that have led up to this point of me in wet clothes, in dirty water. God dang it. Everything sucks. It's fine. 2021 is going to be better. This is just 2020, okay? That's it for the last month of Confusing Perspective. Make sure to like if you liked. It is our sponsor after all. Also, Captain Sparkles 2 on YouTube for many hours of gameplay. And subscribe to the channel here. If you're not already, hit the bell. Even if you are, check the last Confusing Perspective video with like this little thing up here. It's pretty cool. Latest mirror music upload down below it, or you can just check the playlist in the description for all the Confusing Perspectives. I'll see you next time.